Be prepared. Tomorrow's portal is anything but what you're expecting. The signs were there all along, but no one paid attention. For the past few days, strange things have been happening, but no one is talking about why. See, ancient astrologers knew about these moments. They tracked cosmic alignments, warning that certain dates weren't just energy shifts. They were triggers, markers of something bigger. But in modern times, we've completely misunderstood them. The real question is, are we even ready for what's coming? Because there's something about this portal, something so obvious that no one is talking about. Later in this video, I'm going to reveal exactly what it is, and when you hear it, it might just change the way you look at it. Let me make it clear, this is not your average portal, but that's just one piece of the puzzle, because there's something else about this portal that has never happened before, and you're about to find out what it is. Here's where things get even weirder. In the past few days, we've seen a surge in geological activity, and it's not slowing down. What's happening right now isn't just rare, it's escalating. And here's the thing, it's all intensifying right as we enter the 220 portal. Coincidence? Maybe. But what if this isn't random? What if there's a reason these things are aligning with this portal? See, energy doesn't just affect people, it moves through everything. The earth, the atmosphere, the way things flow and shift. And when we get cosmic openings like this, things respond. And if that's true, then what's coming next might be even bigger than we think. Because there's something happening right now that no one is paying attention to, and if we ignore it, we might miss the real message behind this portal. Right now, you might think the 220 portal is something that happens tomorrow. But here's what no one realizes. It's already started, because this kind of energetic shift doesn't just hit like a lightning bolt. It builds, it moves, it prepares. And if you're feeling off right now, you're already in it. See, we're in the 12-hour preparation window. This is when the portal starts locking in its frequency, preparing you for what's coming next. And the real question is, have you noticed the signs? Because some of you are already shifting. You might feel dizzy, like the ground is slightly moving beneath you. Or maybe even a weird craving for sugar, salt, or citrus, things that help balance your body's electrical charge. Some of you may feel a sudden urge to be alone, like your system knows you need to recalibrate before this thing fully opens. Many will feel empowered, awakened, and clear, while others will be completely thrown off, confused, and drained. But that's okay. It's part of it. So pay attention. The shift has already started, and what's about to happen next changes everything. There's something weird about portals like this, something that defies logic, because while some people are going to feel intense energetic shifts, others, they're about to get lucky. And I don't mean in a vague, manifest good vibes way. I mean things will just start working. You'll think about someone, and suddenly they text you. You'll get a random opportunity that feels too perfectly timed to be chance. You'll find yourself at the right place at the right moment, over and over again. It's like the universe tilts in your favor for a little while. But here's the thing, this doesn't happen to everyone. It happens to people who are spiritually aligned, people who are aware, connected, and in sync with the flow of energy. Luck isn't just random, it's also a frequency you tap into. And this portal, it's opening the doors to it. So, over the next 24 hours, pay attention to synchronicities. If things suddenly feel a little too smooth, if life starts clicking in unexpected ways, don't brush it off. Because if you ride this wave the right way, it could take you exactly where you need to be. The air feels different today. You might not see it, but something is shifting, something just beneath the surface. And for some, that shift will come through scent. You're walking through your home, completely alone, when suddenly a faint floral smell drifts past you. There are no flowers, no perfume, but it's there, lingering for just a moment, and then gone. Or maybe, out of nowhere, you get a whiff of smoke, burning, but there's nothing around, no candle, no fireplace, no explanation, and yet you smelled it. It doesn't make sense, does it? But that's exactly the point. The 220 portal is thinning the veil, allowing energies, messages, and even timelines to brush up against our world, and when they do, they don't always speak to us in words. Sometimes they arrive as a scent, so fleeting, so subtle, that if you weren't paying attention, you'd dismiss it. But here's the thing, your subconscious knows better. A floral or perfumed scent. That could be an ancestor, a spirit guide, someone watching over you, a reminder that you're not walking this path alone, that something or someone is keeping an eye on you as the portal opens. A smoky, burning smell. That could be something you just avoided without even realizing it. A timeline shift, a choice you almost made but didn't. A reality that could have been yours but never will be. And then there are the scents that trigger something deep within you, the ones that instantly pull you back to a memory, a place, a moment, a person. Maybe it's something you haven't thought about in years. Maybe it's something you try to forget. But suddenly, it's there. And the question is, why now? The 220 portal is not just about what's coming. It's about what's surfacing, what's ready to be seen, what's been waiting in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to reach you. And maybe this is that moment. Of course, not every phantom scent means something. Sometimes it really is just your nose playing tricks on you. And if something feels off, trust your intuition, or check in with a doctor if it seems persistent. But if it comes and goes without explanation, if it appears out of nowhere and disappears just as fast, pay attention, because the veil is thin, and right now, it's whispering. You wake up feeling fine, maybe even excited for the day. But then, out of nowhere, it hits you. Your body feels heavier. Your thoughts are sluggish. Every step feels like moving through water. And no, you're not just tired. This is something different, something deeper. The 220 portal isn't just opening, it's pulling. Right now, whether you realize it or not, your energy field is shifting. The portal is amplifying everything, and that means the things you haven't processed, the things you've been carrying, are rising to the surface. And this isn't random. If you're feeling this exhaustion, this strange, unshakable heaviness, it means something is being worked through, something is being purged. The lower frequencies, the stagnant energy, the unresolved emotions, it's all being pulled out of you, whether you're consciously working on it or not. And let's be clear, this isn't a bad thing, it's just intense. Think about when you get sick. Your body slows you down on purpose. You feel drained because your system is redirecting all its energy into healing. It's the same with this portal. It's forcing your energy to realign. Some people might feel amazing, lighter, clearer, like they've just broken through some invisible barrier. But for others, the process is messier. They'll feel like something is draining them, like they just can't shake this overwhelming fatigue. You are not being drained. You're being recalibrated. And this is important. Don't fight it. If your body is asking for rest, listen to it. If your emotions feel heightened, let them move through you. This is part of the process. The only way out is through. And once the purge is complete, once your system has fully recalibrated, you'll feel the shift, the clarity, the lightness, the alignment. It's all coming. But first, you have to let go. Something strange is about to happen. A conversation you swore you already had. A moment playing out exactly the same way, down to the smallest detail. A feeling like you're caught in a loop, experiencing the same thing again and again. Time loops are real. And the 220 portal. It's one of the biggest triggers for them. This is happening for a reason. See, when reality starts repeating itself, it's trying to get your attention. The universe doesn't waste energy. If something keeps happening, it's because you haven't fully seen it yet. Some people will relive full conversations. Some will feel like the entire day is playing on repeat, but slightly different. But here's the part no one talks about. This is actually a gift. Because these loops, they're course corrections. They're moments being fine-tuned, so you can land in the exact version of reality you're meant to be in. If something repeats, it's because it's aligning. So if it happens to you, don't resist it. Notice it. Pay attention. And ask yourself, what am I supposed to see here? Because once you do, the loop will break. Remember when I said there was something so obvious about this portal that nobody noticed? This is it. The number 220 will be everywhere tomorrow, but almost no one actually sees what it means. It's right there, hidden in plain sight, not just in astrology, but in the very way it's shaped. And that tells us everything about what the portal really is, unlike numbers that rise, that push forward, that climb. 220 is flat. It doesn't surge ahead. It doesn't reach upward. It holds. It stabilizes. It resets. And that changes everything. Because this isn't one of those chaotic, explosive portals where everything shifts in an instant. This isn't a moment of rapid acceleration where life catapults you forward whether you're ready or not. Number. This is the pause before the storm. Right now, whether you feel it or not, the universe is adjusting things beneath the surface, subtly shifting, fine-tuning, recalibrating. It's like a bow being drawn back, silent, still, gathering momentum. Because the truth is, sometimes before the biggest breakthroughs, life slows down. And that's why today feels different. You might feel like nothing is happening, like the things you were expecting to move forward aren't budging, like you're caught in some kind of energetic limbo, hovering between what was and what's about to be. And here's the thing, that's exactly what's supposed to happen. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do isn't move forward. It's to stand still until the path becomes clear. Because if you force movement before the energy settles, if you push ahead when things are still aligning, you risk stepping onto the wrong path. You risk jumping too soon, missing the exact moment when everything clicks into place. And that's what 220 is. A realignment, a course correction, a chance to stabilize before the next phase begins. So if things feel paused, uncertain, eerily still, don't panic. That's not a mistake. That's the universe giving you a chance to breathe, to pay attention, to let the foundation settle before the next step reveals itself. And when it does, you'll be exactly where you need to be. Something shifts in the air before a portal like this. It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but you can feel it. A restlessness, a sense that something is about to change, but you can't quite put your finger on it. And here's the truth. Whether you believe in astrology or not, whether you even knew the 220 portal was happening or not, your subconscious already knows. Because portals don't just show up and rearrange reality. They amplify what's already there. They take what's been lingering in the background of your mind, the unresolved, the uncertain, the things you keep brushing off, and they bring them right up to the surface, demanding to be seen. That's why, before this portal peaks, there's one thing you absolutely must do. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient. Before midnight. Stop. Reflect. This is not a night for distractions, for numbing yourself with mindless scrolling, or for pushing away thoughts that feel uncomfortable. This is a night for clarity, for looking directly at the things you've been avoiding and asking yourself, what is this trying to teach me? If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.